All right. Opening hand, cast down, Shivan Fire, Fiery Intervention, and a AoE board clear in Constructed. Or in Draft. Little salty about that. Okay. No, I mean he played that game fine with the extra information of the cards in his hand. It seems extremely strange to bother hitting that 3/3, the 2/2 goblin with Shivan Fire when you could just kicker it and kill the marshal and it's going to die anyways. But he's playing, if he was worried that we were trying to tempo him out, which is what we were trying to do, it was the most tempo efficient play to do that. It removed more damage. I haven't looked, Mr. S. Like, I just haven't been recording games this morning since that hasn't been working. Let's take a look. Numbering's still wrong. I think the rest of it's right. Yeah. Well, the first one is still wrong too. The first column, Mr. S. Like, that should be attached to the rest of the Winhow deck, right? All right, we have 2 planes in hand. This seems keepable on the play. On the draw, rather, excuse me. All right. Hey, Jester Zerm. All right, 3-1 trading with that all day long. It's good. Doesn't have shit for options here. Dottie's gonna want to trade into that. I don't want to attack and waste a run amok on that. So let's just play planes. Controls my character portrait. Rage. This screams trick to me. I think I'm fine trading a sparring construct for a trick, especially on a low tempo hand like this. Sure. Totally okay with that. I don't get the token, but I don't care. Let's get the bird down. First striker seems really good here. As you get more angry in person, you wear a heart monitor. As you get more angry in person, your Kai gets more and more evil looking. We're going to get blown out by Syncopate here, but I'm not playing fucking around Syncopate on a deck I haven't seen yet that's playing aggressive creatures with a curve there. It's going to suck, but I have no other playables this turn. I'm not just passing because he's land screwed. So Syncopate's going to look real bad. Could get in for 2 damage, but I'm not blocking with Blade Wing, and I think the trade's better, so I won't. I'll leave the 1/1 first striker here. Presumably we're getting turned into a block of ice this turn. Let's find out. Dub. All right, not blocking that. It's kind of an annoying draw. Let's get in for 5. Question is, do I want to Angel or do I want to remove this while it's tapped out? I think I want to remove it while it's tapped out. Sure, doesn't do anything. We finally got our 3rd white land. Still think the Angel is better here. It's another flyer. Let's drop that. Play this. Swing for 5. Swing for 6. He's dead next turn. He was land screwed though. Okay. Turns out 4/4 Flying Dragon from 4 is pretty good when you can play it on curve and it doesn't get countered. Who would have known? No one would have guessed. Do we have an Invoke the Divine? We don't. We did see a 1 health creature. Not ready to play Radiated Lightning off 1 health creature quite yet. Let's see what else he puts out there. We showed him a lot of our deck. Kind of. Big flyers is what we showed him. With small pingy flyers too. The 1/1 first strike's been doing okay here. In this deck. Not good, but okay. There's been some signs where the first strike was relevant. So we're on the draw this time. It's almost keepable. Got a 1, a 2, and a 3, and we need 1 land. 2 draws to get 1 land. Which is what? I can never remember the syntax. Number of cards in deck 33. Number of successes are 2, or not 2, or 16. And number of draws we have 2. Number of successes needed 1. So we're looking at 74% of the time we get land. All right. Deck hand is good if we draw white land or red land, preferably red land, but white's fine. And if we draw another land ever again, we can play our entire hand. That's fine. It does slow my construct down, but let's get it down. Nice. Could be a Gideon's. Super excited by that news. What's gonna play? Scholar. I'm gonna play like red land now. I'm just gonna play Courser here. I don't want to invest into a dub quite yet. When dub is so vulnerable to Gideon's, and Gideon's a white common, opponent's playing white blue. Red land would be really good here. Screams combat trick. I don't need any reason to trade my more valuable creatures for his less valuable creature. Or, in this case, a combat trick. Journey Mage bounce, kind of annoying. What's he bouncing though? So that would have beat dub too. Okay. I'm totally fine trading life for just more board state here. I'm even okay trading the unicorn if he wants to trade that for his mage. Although the swing back's a little bit annoying. I only lose 1 from the swing back. I don't want to spend the mana this turn. I don't have 2 red, so I don't want to run amok and then do nothing. Or run amok and construct also seems fairly weak. So I guess I could have played Mountain first, but I'm not planning on playing Run Amok even if he blocks. So this doesn't seem like that much of a decision to me. Like he can't know one way or the other if I have a white combat trick. So the decision really for him is, does he value his 3/2 higher than my 2/2 lifelink, or does he value his 3/2 higher than my combat trick? That's his only decision process to make here. I guess maybe Gideon's same deal, though he's essentially a combat trick, right? So don't understand what the holdup is. Perhaps he's waiting for the stream to load. Perhaps he thinks there's more decisions to be made there than I know of. I'm not entirely sure. All right, let's get the Pegasus out. Or perhaps he was just AFK and get the construct out. Looks good. Hello, the Cossator. How's it going? I could block with both, but again, he represents combat trick with that, and I value Corsair more than I value 3 life right now. I suppose I could have solo blocked with Construct, but I'd like to get a little bit more value out of that. I don't know, that would have pushed my guy ahead of anything else. Kind of an awkward turn. I'd like one more land. The ideal play for me would actually be dub and Bloodstone Goblin. I'd like to dub the Corsair. Might dub the Corsair just anyways. It gets it around Gideon's. He's shown bounce though, and he's got two island, 2 white open, which is the common white blue kicker, which is pretty bad value if I want to dub here. So I don't think we will. I think we'll attack into the potential Gideons here with Run Amok open, and if he does have that, we will. If he has the bounce spell, we're in pretty good shape because he'll bounce the Corsair and block the Unicorn, and then we just Run Amok the Unicorn to kill the Scholar. Might attack with the Construct too. There's Blink of an Eye, so that's what I'm playing around. He should have waited till I declared attackers if he's trying to get value off the Unicorn. Alright. Now I don't have to attack. And actually won't attack now, because I'd rather recast the Unicorn. Okay. So it did stall us for another turn. Getting closer to when I'm going to feel comfortable using this dub. Yeah, I guess I thought if we go to the combat phase and I declare, maybe no, he might be right and I might be wrong there. Maybe it would still have gone flying. What do we want to do with this? I think I'm going to chump block it and get my buff on what? The Unicorn, I think. Okay. Six mana as Bolos if he has it. Should be super fucking irritating. Let's play land. Presumably he doesn't have blockers here. He could have Gideon still. But dub allows me to still run amok with that. I think it's time to get some value out of this dub. Pushes it up to 5. This could be the Flash Historic as a 3/3 flyer, which makes dub particularly appealing. Leaves mana for run amok too. Right. If he's got another bounce spell in hand, it's going to be pretty fucking obnoxious. He could do. He's representing mana open. It's also representing a counter spell here. I'm just going to draw. Drawing's fine. Hate that I'm not life gaining more out of it, but that's okay. I'm winning the race as it is right now. This puts my Corsair in a safe position for the rest of the stuff. Alright, we'll Goblin and end turn. Got a handful of tricks for next turn. No attackers. No blockers, rather. I have a lot of ways to protect. I'm going to fly the goblin and put the unicorn down on the ground. Looks like it might be more bounce. It's unfortunate. Can't protect against Blessed Light, unfortunately. Feels pretty bad. Alright. So the attack changes to just the unicorn then. Does it? I want to dump my hand here, actually, because I want to be basically getting flame down in the next 2 turns. I guess both. And if he blocks efficiently here, I'm just removing stuff. Yep. Alright, so it's run amok into the unicorn. And Gideon's Reproach into the Scholar. And clear his board. Get in for 4. Gain 6. And hope he doesn't have answers. We draw a land next turn, we just play out our hand. We don't draw a land, presumably we're going to have some decisions to make. Need to get water after this game. Alright, what's his plan here? 7 lands. It's a Scholar, sure. So that's it. Alright, let's remove the Scholar. Could get countered, but I want to play Flame anyways. Flame is the worst one to have countered. Sure. Let's swing in with the Unicorn. Play Flame. He's got a lot of cards and a lot of mana. Sphinx is a really bad one for us. I can't attack into it without some sort of combat trick or removal, and it also fixes his next 2 draws. Really sucks for us. It's fairly interesting. So I can make the unicorn into a 5/5 and the goblin into a... Make the unicorn into a 4/4 and the goblin into a 4/4 as well and swing with both. Have the mana for that. Alternatively, I can wait till next turn where the goblin is a bigger dude. Any plans to try out the EU4 expansion? Not at the moment, no. Alright, let's get the Marshal down first. Let's play the short sword. And equip the short sword. And let's swing with both. Gets no sweet blocks this way. Wants to gang block. It might be a combat trick here, which would be bad. He puts himself down to 1 doing this, though. Okay, I've got 2 creatures on the board. And next turn, my goblin does extra damage. Not that it's likely to be relevant. Maybe swapping the short sword there would have been better. Not sure what I'd be playing around. Probably nothing as a direct damage spell. Because everything is removal, but I guess it represents a better blocker. But I'm at 33 health, I'm not blocking anyways. It's the only way he can activate something like Gideon. So probably doesn't actually matter, but had the thought. I had the mana to do it, and I didn't take the time to make the thought. To decide actively one way or the other. Call the Cab's a good one for him. Puts up blockers. Alright. Alright, so he can't gang block the goblin. Kills everything even without the short sword. So I want to attack with the marshal. Can make it a 4, then he gang blocks it with the other one and chumps the goblin. Clears his board. I guess the decision I want to make this turn is... I want to clear his board though, because I want to run him over with 1/1s next turn. He's at 1 health. Any creature going through is fine. I think that's okay then. Let's go ahead and swap the sword over. And attack. Okay. I do slightly value the 3 there first. Okay. Why did my goblin die? What? Isn't combat damage assigned at the same time? Shouldn't my goblin have stayed alive at being a 3/3? This guy doesn't leave play until the goblin leaves play. Why did someone who plays Magic more tell me why my goblin died there? Because I don't understand that. Oh, because it's -1/-1, and when the effect ends. Okay, that wasn't expected for me. All right. What does this take to sack? 4. Let's play the Disciple. I shouldn't have moved the sword over then. I was expecting the goblin to live, and he wasn't, so that's a mistake. And since we can't afford to sack that, we're giving him more turns doing this, and this feels really bad. Yep, I just didn't expect the damage to not use the existing... sacrificing his life total as opposed to sacrificing that. So it's just a pure mistake on me and a combat mistake. Or a mechanic mistake. Snackty's still here, suggests he has removal for this, but let's find out. Okay, another Blessed Light. Feels bad. I'm going to play to my outs here. I'm at 8 mana right now. I will sacrifice Memorial to Glory at the end of a turn if he doesn't summon another creature, because I can get him for 1 damage that way. If he does summon another creature, I'm going to wait and draw for my Fight Fire with Fire. That's a problem. We might lose from that, me not understanding that fucking thing. Alright, it's another flyer. Presumably one day he runs out of Blessed Lights. Can't sacrifice and that, unfortunately, so we will transfer over. There's not a world in which you can make me block with this sentry. Doesn't attack with the... whatever. Sure. Another Blessed Light. Looks like there's another fucking Blessed Light coming my way. Guess it could be Gideon's here at this point. Looks like it's a blocker. Trades though. Sure. Him swinging with that turtle is kind of sketchy. Right. So I've got mana now. If I draw my thing, see if he attacks or not. He's playing smart around the Memorial. Sure. It's another Scry. It's super bad for me right now. Our 1/1 flyer would be our best pick. Our Radiated Lightning would be our best flyer. Or not Radiated Lightning. Our other one. Fight Fire with Fire. Or the 1/1 flyer. Or a Mountain. Mountain was a good one too. Let's play Mountain. Let's hold Mountain. Okay. It's annoying this thing has Vigilance. I wish I had killed the 2/2 Vigilance token over the Scholar at the moment, but only barely. I really just wish I had remembered how that fucking -1/-1 thing worked and not have lost my creature. Weird he chose to do it that way. I think he could have attacked with the turtle this turn with that. Unless he's playing around my hand, which is nice. Alright, I guess I'm eating a token this turn. Actually, I'm probably eating the snapper. Still playing it. I know it has to attack next turn. I think I'm going to equip the sword and still threaten to have the 1/1 stuff. Can draw a lot of things that make this better for us. We still have a lot of live draws. Our angel is a 3/3 flyer. Our guy is a 1/1 flyer. That's fucking annoying as shit. That actually fucks us super hard. Means I just chump the Juggernaut and lose it. And he still gets to get in for 4. If I draw my own dub, there's a chance that's still a live draw for us. Run Amok is a draw for us. In other words, there's like 25. Oh, Run Amok's Dawn. So is our dub. Those are not draws for us then. I'm gonna say there's like 25 things we can draw, but there really aren't. You know what really isn't a draw for us is yet another land right now. Alright, so the Juggernaut just gets eaten. Feels bad. This is what Juggernaut normally does for me, so I don't like this card. Yeah, that's safe, I guess. I mean, the first strike damage applies first. So I won't even get damage here. Okay. It's not GG yet, but it's getting there. Interesting decision right now. Assuming there's another flash creature. I'm not playing around it though. I mean, like he's played. Okay. That reeks. I mean, he even moused over it before he made the decision. This reeks pretty hard of a flash creature, but sure. So activate our Morrow to Glory. Any haste creature now kills him as well. I don't think we have any, but... Oh, right. No, it doesn't. He's got the fucking Vigilance. I'm just an idiot. Ignore me. Alright. Let's play our token. Let's give it a thing. Token. Do I care? Okay. Getting a little bit low. I will die at this rate. Still live draws in the deck, but we're not getting them. 2 live draws that I can think of. The Disciple for 1 more turn. A couple more turns if I start chumping. And the... the Disciple. Or not the Disciple, the Radiated Lightning. Yeah, you know what isn't a good draw? Yet another Plains. So what are we at land-wise right now? 11, 12 lands drawn. He's at 9 lands drawn. Should have actually moved the sword off Sparring Construct, since presumably he taps Sparring Construct with Trapper. It's not going to matter. I'm just going to die to this right now. 2 attackers here, huh? Because I have to chump 1. That's smart. Alright. Another ground creature. There it is. It's too late. We can chump 2. It's 1 turn too late. We can chump 2 and then we die. Take the 8 remaining. Let's give him a chance to make a mistake, but there's no reason to assume he will. It gives us no respect for a trick, which is fine. We don't have a trick. All right, and we lose. And we lose from us not knowing the interaction of how losing the 1/1 at the end of the turn works. So we're going to get robbed out of that 1 health victory there. Feels too good. Radiant Lightning wasn't terrible versus him. Sparring Constructs are only okay. We are going first this time. Had a lot of... what were our actual outs? So Varix was probably an out for all that time. The Fight Fire with Fire was an out. The Frenzied Rage was an out. Basically counted as an extra attacking creature with haste. And the Sarah Disciple was an out. And the Shivan Fire was an out because it would have removed one of his blockers. So we were drawing on 5 outs for like about 7 or 8 turns. 6 turns, 6 or 7 turns. We had a lot of fucking outs. It's kind of annoying. I don't know if this actually helps us that much. So we've seen 1-3-1. Might get a trade out of that, I guess. I don't think stacking tokens is super valuable versus him. Oh, and Tiana, right. So 6 outs. A lot of outs there. A lot of outs. Juggernaut wasn't even bad until it got literally chumped. So it was basically land, 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 land. Juggernaut gets eaten by the Dubbed Knight. Ugh. Well, this isn't playable. There's no lands. So we'll mulligan that. Holy shit, this is going to be a salty day. Salty day. No, it wasn't 3 or 4 draws. We drew more than 5 times. So it was between 6 and 7 draws. I don't know what the fuck I do with this. This is fucking garbage. Can't mulligan down to 5 though. He's got Blessed Exiles times 2 plus early game creatures. Fuck do I do going down to 5? It's gas. It's good. Playing Banalish Marshal on 3 with no creatures on board. Is it nice? It's just a 3/3 for 3. Doesn't even trade with his dude efficiently. I'm not at all excited to play this right now. Be excited if he was land screwed. Not land screwed. We're kind of land screwed. I mean, we got a mountain, I guess. Can't play them both, so I'm playing the Sentry. Yep. Sentry. I guess red mana was slightly better there. I'm not attacking into that. Attack into it next turn with Gideon's. Scholar. It's a pretty good blocker here. We'll just swing. A lot of life for not having a 1 and a 2 here. I have New Benalia. It does a lot of work when I can't block it with anything. Oh, come on. All right, Blessed Light on demand. Just took a bunch. So I can remove Trapper, get in for 7. Gideon's Reproach, the Knight of New Benalia. Die to the Inbone Trick. Take 2 from the Scholar, and I'm still alive. Feels like what I'm doing. Blockers are questionable with the Trapper out. And I'm not trading these. These are terrible. So he knows I have a combat trick doing this. Still swings. Presumably I'm fucked, but we'll see. He's got Inbone, we're fucked. Otherwise, we just go to 1. Well, if he's got Inbone, he kills me, I guess. Okay, we're still alive right now. Something. The moment Dub wins us the game on the Sentry. Alright, Dub wins us the game on the Sentry. GG. A very salty, very close match. So he robbed us last game, and we robbed him this game. The 1 health. All right, guys, I need water and a quick break from that. I need to like just walk around for 2 seconds and shake off the like incredibly like close tilty games. So I'm gonna go do that. I'll let you guys look at the deck while I'm doing that, and see you guys in just a minute. We're at 4 wins on this deck right now, and there's the deck list.